I mean, these people are professional scammers, right? So don't fall for it. Welcome back to the homestead. All right, first off, we're gonna start this video off. I'm gonna recap a little bit of something from yesterday, okay? Are you guys watching these videos on the daily? Because we're putting them up on the daily. Sometimes we don't, but just check every day because YouTube is gonna try to weed us out from your feed, right? They try to move us over here so you don't pay attention to us. And then you guys are gonna miss a bunch of videos. So make sure if you're coming on YouTube on the daily, that you're checking our videos to see if we uploaded because YouTube didn't notify you, but you also need to check and make sure you're subscribed and see if we put up a video. And if you check it out and we didn't put up a video, go watch an older video and that'll keep you in the AI, so then they keep trying to feed you our videos when we put them up. Because I'm gonna stay on this dropping information bombs on you guys while we do the homestead stuff. So we like to try to explain what's going on in the country, in the United States where we live. And then we also like to show you how to fix it on your end, right? Your workarounds, how you can do it, right? And then ultimately, if this stuff keeps going bad and they keep putting pressure on, you're gonna have to figure out your, for real serious way to take back your liberties, right? Ha! So some of you guys were leaving comments about the video yesterday when I showed you my rainwater catchment system and all that stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm on a budget, I don't have all that money, I can't do all that stuff, what am I supposed to do? And I get that, you know what I mean? I totally get that. We've been in hard times before, we've been in very high times before, right? And what I try to do is give you the information on what we do, you know? And we've been here 13 years living debt-free. So yeah, we might have some systems that you may not be able to put into place, right? But what you have to do is just turn your thinking cap on and then start thinking about how you can apply it to where you're at. So I'll just help you out with this one, but you guys got to remember this going forward, okay? The point of yesterday's video was with poop water coming out of your tap, right? You don't want to be counting on the city for your water, right? Because you have to have water to live. And so now all those people down in Jackson, Mississippi, you know, they're trying to get water delivered to them. They got bottled water everywhere. And so you're counting on the city to provide your water still, right? And that's the point of the video, was for you guys to get your own systems in place, even if it's just a backup system. So you won't have to be reliant on somebody for something as important to your life as water. So this is a Berkey, and you can get an Alexa Pure, okay? I don't have a preference. I don't have any links. I'm not affiliated, right? I don't give a rip. I'm just trying to help you. And you can put this on your counter, and you can go out and grab water out of a puddle. You can grab, water out of a pond, water out of a creek, water out of anywhere, right? You can put your bucket out on your patio. Some of you guys were talking about being in the apartments. Put your buckets out on your patio. You'd probably be the only smart person around there putting a bucket at the bottom of the gutter on that apartment building. So you could do that, right? So anywhere you can find water, you can pour water into this system, or Alexa Pure, or a lot of other purifiers, and it will spit out drinkable, clean water. Okay, so you don't need to have a big elaborate system. Like I said, we live 100% off rainwater 365 days out of the year. So that's going to be a big difference from a lot of y'all. So just wanted to hip you guys on that little situation so you can, be prepared no matter where you are. You can do this in the apartment, you can do this wherever you are. I'm going to open up this gate over here for the sheep. I got to let them out. All the pastures are starting to thin out pretty good. And then I'm going to give you guys the warning. It's the biggest scam on YouTube, right? Look at my guineas running. Can you see them? The little babies. We hatched, the guineas naturally hatched those little babies. And 4 of them actually made it. And they got a mama and a papa. And they've been protecting them. Look at them, they're so cute. Kind of hard raising them guineas, so seeing those little babies running around just warms my heart. We've had them hatch a couple times, but it's hard for them to make it with the babies. So that's real special. 4 of those. We're the pros at the guineas. If you guys want to ever learn how to take care of guineas on the homestead, or how to train them in to go in the coop at night and everything, I've watched a lot of y'all struggle with guineas, but me and Stacy got them dialed in pretty strong. And then we train them in real good. If you get them as keats, we taught you guys how to train them in and everything. They call the Guinea as the farmer's watchdog. They always squawk, squawk, squawk real loud when the people come around, anything out of the normal is going on. And so they're really great for the homestead. They eat ticks like nobody's business. I actually did a video on it. And yeah, they're just real nice to have, and they're just fun to watch and everything, and they don't hurt the garden like chickens. Chickens will go in and destroy your garden. The guineas don't really, bother the garden or anything. They're not real heavy scratchers, right? But they love to eat the bugs, and they're great for the ticks, right? There they are. They're all laying down. These are 100% Katahdin rams. I'm trying to do a ram swap with somebody. This one right here, probably my big boy. He's my big boy. He's a good boy. And there's Forrest. Hey, Forrest. Forrest is a little fella now, so he's the littlest ones out of all of them. And then that boy right there is pretty good. He's all right, but if I had to pick one to have, it would be him, because he's a good boy. He's a good boy. Yes, he's got a good temperament. Yes. Oh, big stretch. Oh, big stretch. So they'll get that figured out. I left the gate open for them, so I'll see them out here in a little bit. And that'll just be opening up some more pasture for them, right? Because with all the heat, with no rain, you can see right now the pastures are getting kind of rough. And that's one thing about rotational grazing, right? I keep moving them a little less than every 30 days. And that helps keep all my pastures in line. Now I'm going to take you guys up front. I'm going to show you where I got the other sheep and how I save that last pasture for the last bit of summer before we get into fall. And I do that for my management, right? Because as we get into fall, we're going to get more rain, temperatures are going to cool, and the grass is going to go, right? So I save a patch. I'm going to show you right now. I save a patch for them to get them in this transitional period here from the heat, dry part of the summer into the fallish kind of rejuvenated time of, fall. So they have good pastures. And now I'm going to give you that warning. Man, I can't believe this stuff, man. I'm trying to watch out for you guys, right? I'm trying to watch out for you, like, on your life. Man, this is going to be hardcore. And I'm trying to watch out for you in the comment section, right? I'm trying to watch out from you on these scammer YouTube channels who say they're doing stuff, but they're not, right? People that say that, you should do this lifestyle, but they don't even really do it themselves. They're just kind of funning with it on the YouTubes. So, I don't know. But I'm gonna go up here right now and show you guys what's going on and tell you what's going on with this big fat scam. So it's a little bit of a rig job, but it gets the job done. And it sections off this whole front area here so they can get in there and clean all that stuff up. Man, I thought they would have been in here chomping it down. I would have showed you how much they were digging on it. Look how green it is, how lush it is. You guys got to keep your, this is a double-edged video, right? I'm giving you homestead advice, pasture advice, and talking about this big scam. So you guys got to monitor your, I got my phone because I'm going to read them to you. But I want you to monitor your pastures, right? And you can't let them eat them down to the dirt, right? And you want to rotate them every 30 days or under. I do like 28, 25 days, because that's about the life cycle of the parasites, right? The worms. And because they're grazers, they eat on the ground, right? They're more apt to get the parasites if you leave them in the area. So I'm moving them. That's why we don't really use a lot of dewormer and all that stuff. If you guys followed the Rambo story, that was the first time he'd ever had medicine in his whole life. We gave him a round of antibiotics and something else, a steroid, I think the doctor gave him just to kind of help him. And I kind of felt bad about it, I'll be honest with you guys. But that was the first time he'd ever had any medication in his whole life. So that's how we fight the worm loads. We just let nature do its thing, right? If you're doing things and you're homesteading and you're working with nature, not against it, right, you won't have a lot of these problems. And that's part of it, is rotational grazing. Because think about the animals out in the wild, or doing their thing. They're like eating, moving, eating, moving, eating, moving, eating, moving. That's what they do. So that's how they naturally take care of that. But when you slam them into an area and they can't go anywhere, you have to be responsible for the worm loads, right? And instead of being a good, mover, right, they go to big pharma and they just inject them, right? I mean, that's not what we do. Just like for people. All right, now let's get on to the real topic of the conversation here, is the biggest scam on YouTube, because I'm worried about you guys. You guys are falling for this thing hook, line, and sinker. Man, it is just a beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right, so here's how it works, right? The biggest scam on YouTube. I put up a video, right? And then you guys come and check out the video, right? And then I'm always telling you to leave comments. And at one time we were doing a giveaway. So I was telling you guys to leave comments for the giveaway and everything. And then that's when it started, right? I mean, it had started before then, but then I started really noticing it. And then you guys started emailing me and stuff. And then here we go, right? Man. So the first thing they do is they have a picture of me and Stacy, and they make it look like it's our channel. Okay, now the first thing you have to realize on this video, go down to the comment section and look at the very first comment under this video. My comment has a check mark by it, right? It says Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, and it has a little check mark by it. That means we've been YouTube verified. Facebook has the same thing, so always look for those credentials, right? If you don't see that check mark at the end of my name, do not respond to it, because it's a scam. So they say, thanks for watching and showing love. Congratulations, you've been shortlisted for a prize. Send me a text above to acknowledge your prize. And so what they do is they get you to sign on to Telegraph or Telegram, and then they're saying to contact these people here, the phonies, via Telegram or Telegraph to claim your prize. So you guys go in, and then you log in, and then you make your login information, and then you get all on the Telegraph, and you send them the stuff, and then they say something like, in order for you to receive your prize, you'll have to pay the shipping, and it's like 50 bucks or 80 bucks or 100 bucks or 125 bucks, somebody wrote me. So then you send them the money because you think you're going to get this prize, right? And it's a scam. So imagine if they start loading up the comment sections on my video and every other person. I haven't seen anyone else address this, so any other person's video, and look at how much money they can scam you guys out of, right? And this is on my heart, man. This is bugging the crap out of me, so I wanted to do this video about it, right? Now, you guys are so nice, right? That's the thing about it, and they're taking advantage of your kindness, and that's what's happening everywhere right now, okay? So it's okay to be kind, but don't let them walk on you, right? And make sure you're trusting but verifying. All those people that send me emails after this person contacted them via their comment, and they're like, hey, we got this comment and we're just verifying if it's you, you're smart potatoes, because then I responded right back to you and told you that it was a scam, and that we will never ask you all for money. We will never ask you for money. We don't do Patreon. We don't ever ask you for money. We sell books, and we have our chocolate tea and our tea balls and our 7 steps to get off grid. It's not a real deep how-to book, but it's a great book to get you kick-started on how you can live off-grid away from the system, right? And when all that's on offgridwithdougandstacy.com on the shop tab, right? And so we don't ever ask you guys for any GoFundMes or any kind of stuff like that. So never fall for it, and tell your friends, right? Because they're all getting bamboozled. Now I'm going to share with you some of the comments on the screen here of the people that were responding to these comments, right? I'm not sure what's going on, but I got a thing that what looked like from y'all says to message you somehow, I'm not sure how, for the fast track prize. Help me figure this out, right? So you guys are all excited and you want to fast track to your prize. I mean, these people are professional scammers, right? So don't fall for it. I'm just giving you the warning. And then I put on there, it's a scam. Now look, right here next to the comment, there's 3 dots. There's always 3 dots next to the comments, right? So all you have to do, you guys have to help us out. All the homestead homies have to stick together. You have to hit those 3 dots if you see that crap, and you have to put report as spam, or report as child abuse, or report as pornography. Who cares what you report it as? Just report it, right? And then that way, that'll help clean up our comment section. YouTube knows this is a problem, and they're not doing something about it, or they just haven't figured out how to do something about it yet. So the best thing I can do for my peeps is to warn you guys, and that's what I'm doing. Because I actually care about you guys. That's the thing about it, right? All right, hey Doug and Stacy, someone responded to my post down below and was pretending to be you guys. I left it up so you could see it and maybe warn other people about it. I know it's you guys. I know it isn't you guys. 1, the grammar. Well, don't ever think that, because sometimes I'm a little loose on the grammar. And my spelling too is terrible. And 2, you don't have a Telegram listed above as an official way to get a hold of you guys. So see, they were smart. They hit the description in the video and they looked at all of our links and they're like, there's no Telegram link. And they're like, this is a scam. Who was that? Sherry? You smart cookie, Sherry. You must have had a good daddy. All right, so that's what I wanted to do today, man. I wanted to warn you guys about the biggest scam on YouTube. I do not want you guys getting taken advantage of. Please do not get taken advantage of, right? They're kind of like me. Sometimes they mistake my kindness for weakness, right? And that's a thing, right? So we have to be kind. So stand up for yourself. My battery died, so I had to start over here. Just don't be so kind that people walk on you and treat you like a doormat, right? Or that you're so kind, right, that you let people scam you out of your hard-earned money. I mean, if I can just save one person from getting took down there in the comments section, it's well worth it. I was getting a lot of emails, and man, some of you guys, 100, 200 bucks, they got you before you reached out to us. If you guys ever got any questions about anything, you can always email us at offgridwithdougandstacy@gmail.com. Or we have our other email link in the description below, and we will never ask you guys for money. All right, I'm gonna take all Google's money and YouTube's money, and I'm just gonna keep double fisting, raking it in, right? That's who I'm getting my money from. I'm gonna use this system. I'm gonna use the system that they're using to mess with me against them to help me be better prepared for what they're bringing, right? So that's what I'm doing. And that's why we're doing giveaways, right? We're doing all kinds of giveaways. As a matter of fact, in this video right here, I'm gonna give away 5 $100 gift cards, right? Now, you guys learned all your lessons about the scams. I'm giving away 5 $100 MasterCard or whatever it is, Visa, whatever I grab at the store, gift cards are gonna be charged up and loaded, and I'm gonna send them out to you. All you have to do down below is write a comment and say, I will not get scammed, and thank you, Doug. Right? I will not get scammed, and thank you, Doug. I will randomly pick 5 winners. We're giving all of our YouTube money away. I'm gonna tell you something else I did before I get out of here. And I know sometimes you're not supposed to, I'm not doing it to be boasting or braggadocious, right? But I want you guys to know what we're doing with the money that YouTube sends us just because you watch the video. It doesn't cost you nothing, nothing. I just put the videos up and YouTube sends me money. But I want you to know what we're doing with it. So I'm gonna use that money. I'm gonna give away 5 $100 gift cards in this video right now. I told you what to say. Leave your comment down below. I will randomly pick them. Make sure you check for that check mark so you don't get scammed. And then I'll get those out to you guys in the next day or two. I'm gonna leave this up for 24 hours. Today's, man, it's Monday already. These are real-time videos. I don't know what time it is. It might be around 10 o'clock or something in the morning. So I'll leave this up for 24 hours. So come 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, Wednesday, I'll pick the winners, close it out, send you some comment on your comments. So make sure you're, reading the comments, right? And then I'll give you 24 hours after that to respond. If you don't respond to your gift card, I'll pick another winner. That's how it goes down. There's the contest, and I warned you about the scammers in the comment section, and I showed you the sheep update and moved the sheep this morning. Plus, I'm going to tell you now what we're doing, right? All right, so we live in a pretty small little town, okay? And I know there's a lot of people struggling around here, right? They're struggling to pay their bills and all this stuff, right? And me and Stacy, we live like nobody else so we can live like nobody else, right? I'll be honest with you, like the money really doesn't mean crap to us because we're so good at living off of nothing and growing our own food. And I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm in the wilderness, right? Like my clothes have lasted for 10 years plus, right? Like I'm just trying to explain it to you, right? So what I've been doing is I take the YouTube money and I go down to the city here and I've been paying electric bills that are in the arrears, right? So I told her to pick some people that are kind of struggling, right? So we can get them out of the mud. I don't want to help people out that are just laying around waiting for their, check to show up in the mail and, doing nothing, right? I wanted to help the people that are pounding it out, right? Because I've been stuck in the mud before, and if somebody would have just gave me a little nudge, right, it would have made all the world difference. No? So I went in and I just told her that same exact thing. I said, I want to help push some people out of the mud, right? I don't want anybody that's in there just hanging out in the mud. I want to get them. So that's what we did. We started coming up with a list of folks, and then we started paying their arrears. Some of them I even put a little buffer on there so they'd have a little space. One of them was over $1,000 in the arrears, man. So they were really struggling, you guys. I mean, that's what we're doing with our YouTube money. You know what I mean? And we're giving it away in giveaways, and we're just trying to educate you guys, because we are like I'm totally telling you, man, I'm 100% believing that some kind of way that this is going to get messed up, right? I don't know how bad it is, but it's some kind of way. And it's already pretty messed up, but I think they're really going to go hardcore, especially this fall and winter. So just keep your eye on it. Worst case scenario, everyone's more prepared than ever, right? And best case scenario is we're a little bit ahead of this and we'll all make it out okay, okay? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, tell your friends about our channel if you haven't. Share it on your Facebook or your other social media sites. And let's just all keep banding together and, getting back to this good old community stuff, this good old Christian love, right? Let's spread the love. All right, we'll see you guys on the next video.